Greetings, Cosmos, and welcome back to New Great Castle Adventure, the game where your reward for completing all the levels is more levels. I forgot to check the mole level in the editor to see if there's a back way to see how I'm meant to get that 1 star. Alright, so today I'm going for the 4th star? Or not star, 4th level. Huh, the ceiling changed color. Ooh, I'm liking this level already. Yes, there's so much to like about this level. Oh, I couldn't make that jump. Maybe if I were Luigi. Oh well. We'll have to see if there's another way to make... Oh, I was hoping for a... I don't have... Whew. Oh no. Wait, maybe I could have made that. I like this level for aesthetic reasons already. So, oh, perfect gameplay on my part. Walked face first into a fireball that I already knew was there, hypothetically. So, today I want to talk about my experiences with War Machine and Hordes, and also games in general. Like, I'll talk about, or not my experiences with games in general, a thought on games in general. Like, any game like any tabletop game pretty much. Well, it doesn't have to be a tabletop game, as Hearthstone has shown us, but any game where you have individual units with different rules and abilities. No matter how solid the core game rules are for any given game, if the pieces... Ooh, red coins do a special thing. Yeah, if the pieces in the game, whether they are models in your army or cards in your deck, like, those make or break how good the game is. Like, there was a trading card game I used to play where it felt like the game designers didn't really care about balance, they just cared about getting money, because for the longest time every set was just ridiculously more powerful than the last. And so there was always, well, I'm not sure this is true anymore, I don't play anymore, but when I played there was always just one deck that was better than everything else. Sometimes there would be a second deck that could beat that first deck by just countering everything it did, but then, ooh, you collected all the red coins, now you can enter the pipe of the same color. Neat! Have I seen a red pipe yet? Anyway, you could, at the time I played, especially early on in the card game, because I played it when it was still pretty young, you could build a... Good job, me. You could build a deck to counter the big deck of the time, but then it would lose to any other decently built deck. Oh, that's how I get up there. Interesting. Have I seen a red pipe yet? Oh, I have. I just wasn't paying attention to it. I like how this loops back around. That's amazing. Anyway, so that was the thing I wanted to say about games in general. Now, to talk about my experiences with War Machine and Hordes. I love the core mechanics of War Machine and Hordes and want to love the game, but I didn't have a good community to play with, I feel. Like, when I first joined, a friend had gotten me into it, and so, like, the friend had, like, 6 months ooh, wait, no, if I get that, then I can't go over the top. Oh, okay. I have to go up top anyway, so... Anyway, a friend had gotten me in. He had 6 months of experience over me. So, when I joined up, there was no one else at my level. And I don't know how my friend... Like, my friend had like 3 or 4 other people join him at the same time. So, he had other people at his level when he joined. But aside from my friend and the people he recruited with him before he recruited me, the other like 5 people who played had all had like 5+ years experience. Some of them going on to win big tournaments. So I kind of had a hard time playing because everyone was just way better than me, and the people with the most experience would often get rather upset with me when I didn't know the rules by heart. So, oh wow, these clouds are donut blocks. That's nifty. Scary, but nifty. Anyway, like, it's one thing to just, you know, I acknowledge that I wasn't as good as everyone else, and I'm never going to be amazing at anything the first time I try it, or the 70th time I try it. Excellent, you made it through the Super Retro Zone. Let me show you the exit back to Quizmo's room. But still, every time I played a game, I felt like I was facing insurmountable odds and had no chance to win, and that's just not a fun game to play, you know? There was one guy among... Ooh. Yes. There was one guy among the experienced people, though. He was fun to play against. Even though I lost to him faster than I lost to anyone else. Like, I somehow lost within like 2 turns? But, yeah, even though I lost to him faster than I lost to anyone else, he was always enjoyable to play against. So, there's something to be said when playing a game for sportsmanship. Wow, I skipped quite far ahead. Just being a good sport makes games more enjoyable for everyone. And that's another thing. Playing at stores where they don't allow you to ban players for being toxic kind of causes entire communities to turn toxic, because the people who aren't toxic are going to just leave. That is going to come back, right? Right? I don't need to have that to move on, do I? Hey, what if I burn this? Okay, so... Ah, crud. And now I'm locked away from the leaf. Huh. Well, that's certainly a design decision. Oh no. But yeah, like, good sportsmanship can make games more enjoyable, and poor sportsmanship definitely makes them less enjoyable. There was another Minis war game that my friend would... No! That my friend was involved with, and in one tournament that he was running, he made sportsmanship a criterion for assigning points toward scoring high and getting like first place or whatever in the tournament. First place, second place, for your placement in the tournament, right? There was this guy that we both knew. I hesitate to call him a friend because of the verbal and emotional abuse he put me through. But hey, for me at the time, that's what friendship was. That was normal for me. But moving on. So this guy, who had a bad attitude and would just buy his way to victory in anything, like say a trading card game where he'd put over $1,000 in order to buy a buy all the cards he needed to make a copy of a world champion deck, just to win all the time. A world champion deck of cards in a trading card game. Anyway, so he was a pretty poor sport. So with this tournament where sportsmanship was rewarded and poor sportsmanship was punished. Oh, good job, me. Come on, brain. Like, so in every round, the way it worked was you would rate your opponent's sportsmanship in addition to reporting who won and who lost. And how am I meant to do this? I feel like there's something very wrong here. Anyway, so people would give him a good score on sportsmanship, but then come back after, like when he and them went to turn in the battle results together, they would give him a good score on sportsmanship, and they would come back after he was gone and lower the score because he was such a poor sport and they didn't want him to see that they gave him a low score. I'm not sure that being Toad would be enough to make the difference I need here. I mean, look at that. I have ideas for how to handle this. I'm just gonna cheat my way through. Anyway, War Machine and Hordes. My experiences. So there was a weekly thing that lasted for 4 hours. It was far enough away that it cost me like $10 worth of gas to get there back every week. Every time I'd go, I'd be able to get in one game, not because the game I was playing took so long, but because everyone there would like not want to play. I'd like ask anyone there who wasn't already in the middle of the game, hey, want to play? And they'd be like, nah, I don't feel like playing right now. So I'd play one person. Okay. Don't hurt me. They'd beat me inside of like 7 minutes, usually. Sometimes I'd get a good game going where I didn't die immediately. Because again, I was bad at this, and getting one game a week wasn't helping. What was I saying? Oh, right. Oh my, I like this one. You need to loop around with it. Huh. Anyway. So yeah, I was getting better only very slowly. And I would have died there. Hey Daisy, what's up? I'm impressed you were able to survive Classic Castle. You defeated the Koopa King, so enter the pipe and save the Toad. Okay. Haha, that's clever, I like it. Anyway, yeah. And even when I did get to play someone, they wouldn't want to play a second round after playing the first round. Well, join me next time when I play the final level here. That I did is cool, but there's nothing. Oh wait, no, I'm small now. I need to save that. So, join me next time when I play the final level. Oh my. I don't know how I'm meant to do that castle. Maybe I'm meant to be Toad or Link, since they do move faster than Mario. Or maybe Peach could. I don't think she could hover all the way to the end though. So yeah, I don't know. Join me next time.